And I flew nearly 1,400 missions, and on one of those missions, just one of those missions, I landed short of the runway into the dirt and bounced into the runway, and in a tornado. And I've done that approach hundreds of times, but just on this one day, the flap gauge and the flap position were out of whack. So where you would normally flare, and you had extra flap, you would normally get a bit of a balloon. But when you flare and the flap wasn't in the position that the indicator was, it just dropped out of the sky and bounced into the dirt. And that, even within that, that was a mechanical error. But as a pilot, in the flare, you could feel that something was wrong. And the debrief point for me was, man, I I didn't know what it was until the investigation found the mismatch. But why didn't I instantly put in this power when I felt it drop out, right? Because I'd become so used to flying and just whatever, even as a fighter pilot, when complacency kills you, you still get complacent. And that was a good wake up call that everyone on the squadron learned from it. And we always learn from everyone else's mistakes too, right? Like we
Yeah.
share it. You're looking at you're in the Italian Air Force flying a Typhoon, but every Typhoon incident, whether it's Germany, Spain, UK, you're all sharing, right?
They're making mistakes, going to the university or not presenting themselves to an exam, or spending the wrong money for silly things. It's just because I tell my wife, our daughter doesn't have the database of things, so it's her experience right now to make mistakes. We
Yeah.
just need to be an asset for her in order to say, look, you've done these mistakes. Next time, try to think about, what was wrong at the point. Like we try to bring the structure that we have in as a fighter pilot, we bring it in the family. Come on. What really strikes me here is how these tools are applicable to anything. Like they're tools for fighter pilots, but they are applicable for business. They're applicable for sports, for elite sport, team sport, and everything. So even if we have a different logo on our jacket, we have and the execution system is universal.
Yeah.
Going through this process, and it's really great.